Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. We just defeated, like, that assassin chick, and we got stuck back on the Ebon Hawk. Oh, I can't heal you, but it looks like you're healing over time. I'm just gonna talk to a couple people, see what they have to say.
Exile. Is there something you need?
Are you alright?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters. Yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings, and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Let's poke around. I don't know if going to the medical bay will, do anything for us. Let's go to bao-dur. See, do we have the parts we need to make our lightsaber yet?
Hey, General. Are you alright?
What are you talking about?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
Okay. I was inspired by your arm.
Whoa. Claws out today, aren't they?
Whoa. Now whose claws are out?
Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time in the fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control. Calm. Like I usually only get when I'm repairing something.
When one is in touch with the Force, it can manifest itself visibly. It's a Jedi thing. We'll do the first one.
Was there something you wanted me for?
We can ask him about the remote, opinion about Telos, how'd you lose your arm, do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
Nice. What kind of lightsaber do you want to create? One-handed. I mean, double-bladed are cool, but I'm gonna go for the two single-handed for this playthrough, so one-handed. Alright. Items received, lightsaber. Cool. Now how do I get a second one?
General?
Really? You don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Yes, I can't get my head out of the past.
What have you been doing since the war ended?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
I think taking on Zerka single-handedly might be a little out of your league. It's good to have you around again.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Do we want to ask? I'm kind of curious about his arm.
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Alright, now that's probably good. Well, do you have any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out.
Alright.
I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can...
No, that's it. Alright, well, we got a lightsaber now. Let's use the workbench. And, yeah, we can upgrade it, right? Here we go. We got a green one. Oh man, look at all the stuff you can put in these. So, alright, so we only have a green crystal for now. We have an Adegan crystal? Adegan? I don't know. Damage +2. Put it in. That's the only power crystal we have. We do have a lens that gives a -1 attack, -1 defense, but 1d8 damage bonus. Yeah, that's good. That's worth it. And we have an energy cell, 1d3 electrical damage. Sure, why not? So we don't have an emitter, and we could use another power crystal. So let's do that. Okay. I just realized all these, I was wondering why my mouse cursor kept disappearing. I know you guys can't see it, but I have a Xbox controller plugged in. So all the buttons have like the little Xbox controller icons on them now. You can just ignore those. Anyway, I think that's all we could do for now. We might be able to craft some pieces though, right? What if we can't use this? Oh yeah, create. Let's create lightsaber. Alright, so this lens is for blaster bolt deflection. This lens, damage bonus +2. What's the one that we're using now? I don't remember. Oh wait, we can craft. Oh, we don't have what we need to make these. Shoot. So we actually need to. No, we can. All right. Oh my god, I'm not even making any sense. We need to find a workbench, I guess, out in the world and have somebody with a better repair skill make the stuff that we need. What is this chick doing here? I thought she was supposed to be in the medical bay.
My life for yours.
Who are you? Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
Oh, she's one of us now? That's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
In medbay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Whoa, woman. You're oddly attracted to me. Or oddly attached to me already. My life is unimportant. Your master threatens more than just me. I will decide when I'm ready, and I command you to bring me before him. I order you to take me to him. Let's do the first one.
I cannot. I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed.
Damn, woman.
Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
We haven't even gone on a date yet. How come I have no dialogue options to be like, why are you so attracted? I keep saying attracted. Attached. If he is behind what is befallen the Jedi, then he must be stopped. I need to find him and kill him. Yeah, we'll do the first one.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are.
That's dirty.
And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people now? Your people, your world now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
I've seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KOTOR and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
Alright. How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed.
Yeah, okay. If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive? Well, we just confirmed it wasn't destroyed, but whatever.
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
She's a ghost. As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KOTOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
Yeah, she must be... How'd she put that lipstick on if she can't see? Anyway. You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world. And there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own. And he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy. And I wished to die.
It's like a Thanos, however you want to say it, and Gamora story. He made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Oh man, I don't understand. It would have taken several Republic cruisers to destroy the surface of KOTOR. How would your master destroy your home world to kill on such a scale? It's impossible. Yeah, let's do that one.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Okay. I guess why did he destroy it?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KOTOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died. And there was no one left, only me.
Interesting. Why did the Jedi meet on KOTOR? Man, she just told you. He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
So I did hear that you can train your companions in this game to become Force sensitive. So I wonder if you, like, have to get a certain number of them to become Jedi in order to get to the end game? Because she just said that, like, anytime Jedi gather, like, he can sense it. That would be kind of neat. Fine. Why did the Jedi meet on KOTOR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
Alright. Well, that's everything in the conversation tree. So, what other questions could we ask? Was your master the one sent to Paragus?
I'm not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
How'd you know it was destroyed if you didn't know anything about it? Fishy lady. What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
Okay.
I will...
What other questions can we have? We can ask her about her species. How is she able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Visis? I don't know how you say her name. Has a limited ability to see the Force. She has Force Sight in first-person mode. Can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points. What?
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
Alright. That's it.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? teach me?
Because I believe you could be saved. I don't really know why. I try not to think about it. Why it was only that a weak servant is no use at all. No.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness, it is a strength to them both.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
Oh my god, we've
It is not a subject which I have spoken of.
yeah, alright, we talked about this already. Alright. Well, we got influence. So I guess that was worth it. And I guess we're just gonna go around and talk to everybody. Do I have another piece to repair HK with? No, we don't. Okay. T3. Oh my god. Can you upgrade an item? Oh, no. Why would I need him to do that? I don't really want to talk to Kreia. I find it interesting that both Kreia and Visis, somebody's gonna have to tell me how to pronounce her name, are both like in the same pose on opposite ends of the ship. I wonder if that's symbolic for anything. I'm gonna save because we just did a whole lot of dialogue talking that I really do not want to have to go through again.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel as if I'm more in touch with the Force than I've ever been. It's hard to explain, but even with everything that's happening, I feel at peace. What do you mean? I have some questions for you. I'll just do the first one for now.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
How about a game of Pazak? I have some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Oh man, I met someone in Arshada who says he knows you. Should we out him? Care to explain where you got your Ichani training? Let's do the first one.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He says you're not Aten at all, that you showed up on Arshada during the Jedi Civil War. Is there anything you want to tell me? Let's do that first.
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Perhaps pain will bring the truth out of you. Now, calm down, I just wanted to know, no harm meant.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
What? Maybe I will if you won't tell me. If you got a problem, let's settle it right now.
You know what? I helped you get off Paragus. If I hadn't been there,
What?
you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
I feel like we kind of helped each other, Broseph. If it wasn't for me, your ass would be still in that jail cell. Why are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
Is it because you're guilty? I want to know where you were before you arrived on Arshada.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once.
I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5.
What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
I did a lot I wasn't proud of, and I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
Go on, let's hear it all.
But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
They did not deserve it. Why would you even say that? There must be some reason you believe as you do. Why?
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
Yeah, you're talking an awful lot like Mandalorian. Or Sith. Jedi are guardians of the peace. They are not as you describe. What do you mean? And that is why the Sith were right. This is why I'm no longer a Jedi. What do you mean?
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You're wrong, Atten. This is not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
I'd like to know more about your past, especially if we're traveling together.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Are you alright?
That depends on your perspective. I have this habit. I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You served in the war. Which war are you talking about? Did you turn away from the Jedi Civil War or the Mandalorian? You served in the war?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
I didn't know you served with the Republic.
I did, up until the Republic officers began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan, General Darad, and all the rest.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
You took an oath. What you did was a betrayal. That was wrong. You answered war with war. I agree the Republic did not deserve your loyalty. Now you took an oath. Well, wait. I don't know. I don't want to, like, shoot him down, but fine. We'll just take... You took an oath. What you did was a betrayal.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Starib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares 3, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war. And we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead, you all became Sith. That is no reason to start another war against the Republic and end more lives. You betrayed your oath. The Republic deserved to be betrayed, and you knew where your true loyalties lay. You all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
I see. So you followed Revan, like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
The idea of you fighting a Jedi is ridiculous. How? You fought Jedi? Just how?
I started killing Jedi. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
Damn.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
How could you have killed Jedi? You make it sound easy. This is a little hard to believe. How could you have killed Jedi?
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
Is that why you act the way you do? That seems unusual. So you force emotions to block someone reading your mind?
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
So this all came down to the Jedi and the Force.
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
So he was Sith. So what happened?
Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him.
So how did you break away?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why are you telling me this? You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why did you leave the Sith?
I think there's been enough lies and truth for today. Let's just leave it for now.
Okay. I need some time to think about this.
Take your time. I have.
Alright. Well, I don't want to leave Nar Shaddaa yet. But honestly, it's been a half hour already, and I feel like we've just talked to everybody on board. Minus Kreia, because I don't like Kreia. So we're just gonna end this episode here for now. I guess we'll go out and explore and try to wrap up some quests in the next one. But we'll just have this as a little conversation piece, episode, whatever it is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this episode was rather boring, but we needed to get all that dialogue out of the way at some point. So, Mobius1 here, and I'll see you in the next one.